"This is the venue for our wedding next month," Min-jun announced, watching her reaction carefully. "For our wedding?" "Yes. It's for you. Who else would it be for?" Ji-hye's breath caught in her throat. "Our wedding? But you never." "We haven't discussed marriage seriously." "I'm discussing it now," Min-jun said, turning to face her fully. "I want to marry you, Ji-hye. Not because of obligation or responsibility, but because I'm beginning to understand that you're someone extraordinary. Someone I don't want to lose." "Thank you," Ji-hye whispered, tears gathering in her eyes again. "No, I'm going to need considerably more than just thank you for proposing," Min-jun said with a slight smile. "I need an actual answer. Will you marry me, Ji-hye?" Before she could respond, another luxury car pulled into the parking area. A stunningly beautiful woman emerged, dressed in designer clothing and moving with the confidence of someone accustomed to being admired. "Hello, Min-jun," the woman called out, her voice carrying clear familiarity. "I heard you were here today. Thought I'd stop by and say hello properly." Min-jun's entire body tensed. "Hyen, what are you doing here? Is that any way to greet an old friend?" Hyen replied, her eyes sliding to Ji-hye with barely concealed disdain. "Oh my, I thought Min-jun liked you, but I suppose I was mistaken. He doesn't even provide you with decent jewelry." How unfortunate. Ji-hye instinctively touched a simple cross necklace Min-jun had given her weeks earlier. "I don't like wearing elaborate jewelry. This, however, is from Min-jun, and the value to me is priceless, something you'd never be able to afford or understand." Hyen's perfectly made-up eyes narrowed. How amusing. "Listen, sweetheart. If a man truly loves you, he demonstrates it through expensive gifts. And it seems you mean nothing to Min-jun. He'd have already ended things with you if it weren't for you carrying his child." "That's enough, Hyen," Min-jun interjected sharply. "Ji-hye is my future wife and the mother of my child. I suggest you leave immediately before you say something you'll genuinely regret." "Future wife?" Hyen laughed, but the sound held an edge of desperation. A marriage held together solely by a pregnancy is nothing more than a ticking time bomb waiting to explode. "You'll divorce her eventually, Min-jun. We both know you will. Even if that were true, which it absolutely isn't, Min-jun would be the one to discuss it with me," Ji-hye said with quiet dignity. "Not you. Please leave us alone now." "What's happening here?" a new voice interrupted. Lucy had followed them, concerned about her friend, and now stood witnessing this confrontation with wide eyes. "Oh my, she pushed me!" Hyen suddenly cried out dramatically, stumbling backward though no one had touched her. "Min-jun, she didn't mean to push me. She must be overwhelmed with everything. Poor Ji-hye doesn't understand proper behavior." "Stop," Min-jun commanded, his voice cutting through Hyen's performance. "I witnessed everything. No one pushed you. Don't create false accusations. You're going to believe her over me?" Hyen asked with exaggerated hurt. "After everything we've meant to each other. You know, I'm glad you're standing up for yourself," Min-jun told Ji-hye, ignoring Hyen completely. "But let's not make this a bigger spectacle. Let's not give her the satisfaction of seeing us frustrated." "A bigger spectacle?" Hyen's voice rose shrilly. "You've slandered me in front of witnesses. Explain to me how that's not significant, Min-jun." "I know my fiancé," Min-jun replied coldly. "And I also understand the manipulative games you've always played. I've already requested security footage, and I'm going to review what actually occurred here. So I suggest you leave immediately before you embarrass yourself further." "Min-jun, I didn't mean," Hyen started, her confident mask finally cracking. "I know that I've supported your lifestyle and career for far too long," Min-jun interrupted. "Haven't I?" "Correct. So now, don't show your face around me or my family ever again. We're finished with this connection, Hyen, permanently." He took Ji-hye's hand and led her into the venue, leaving Hyen standing alone in the parking area, her perfect facade crumbling. Inside, Lucy hugged Ji-hye carefully. "I cannot believe that just happened. But I'm so relieved Min-jun defended you so completely." "Me too," Ji-hye admitted, still shaking slightly from the confrontation. Min-jun showed them through the venue, an absolutely gorgeous space decorated in soft whites and pastels, with floor-to-ceiling windows offering views of Seoul's skyline. This is where we'll exchange vows, he explained, gesturing to an altar area. Unless you'd prefer something different? I want your input on everything, Ji-hai. This is your wedding too. It's absolutely perfect, Ji-hai breathed, imagining herself in a wedding dress, standing here with Min-jun, making promises she'd never thought she'd have the chance to make. There's one more thing, Min-jun said, pulling a small velvet box from his jacket pocket. I realized I proposed without actually having a ring ready. That was poor planning on my part. He opened the box to reveal a stunning diamond ring that caught the light and scattered rainbows across the walls. Ji-hai, will you marry me? He asked again, more formally this time. Will you become my wife? Not because circumstances forced us together, but because I genuinely want to build a life with you? Through happy tears, Ji-hai nodded emphatically. Yes, I'll marry you, Min-jun. He slid the ring onto her finger, and it fit perfectly as though it had been designed specifically for her hand. Lucy squealed with excitement, clapping her hands. This is the most romantic thing I've ever witnessed in my entire life. Ji-hai, you're getting married to the most eligible bachelor in Seoul. But Ji-hai barely heard her friend's excitement. She was looking into Min-jun's eyes, seeing genuine affection and commitment reflected there, and feeling her guarded heart finally beginning to open completely. Maybe love hadn't been part of their original plan. Maybe they'd started this journey in confusion and misunderstanding. But they were choosing each other now, deliberately and consciously. And that mattered more than anything else. I'm going to make you happy, Min-jun promised quietly, his forehead resting against hers. I'm going to spend every day proving that you made the right choice, trusting me. You already make me happy, Ji-hai whispered back. You've given me hope again when I thought I'd lost it forever. You've given our baby a family. That's more than enough. It's not nearly enough, Min-jun disagreed gently. But it's a beginning, and we have a lifetime to build something beautiful together. As they stood in that wedding venue, surrounded by possibilities and promise, Ji-hai finally allowed herself to believe in happy endings. Not the fairy tale kind that happened magically without effort, but the real kind built through choice and commitment, through forgiveness and growth, through two imperfect people deciding to face life's challenges together. The kind of happy ending that was just beginning for them both. Over the following weeks, Ji-hai settled into life with the Kang family more comfortably than she'd ever imagined possible. Mrs. Kang treated her like the daughter she'd never had, fussing over her health and the baby's development with loving attention. Min-jun's younger brother Jae-sung proved to be funny and kind, always making Ji-hai laugh with his medical school stories and his exaggerated complaints about their mother's matchmaking attempts. At least you escaped Amma's selection process, he joked one evening over dinner. I'm still dodging eligible daughters of her social circle friends. You could simply tell her you're too focused on becoming a world-renowned physician, Ji-hai suggested with a smile. I've tried that approach. Jae-sung sighed dramatically. She claims I can study and date simultaneously. The woman is relentless. Min-jun appeared in the doorway of his room one evening to find Ji-hai sitting on the floor surrounded by colored pencils and drawing paper. What are you working on? He asked curiously, settling beside her. A ring design, Ji-hai admitted shyly, showing him her sketch. I wanted to create something special for you. I know it's not professional quality like what you gave me, but I wanted to do something meaningful from my heart. Min-jun studied the drawing carefully, a simple but elegant band with subtle details that somehow captured his personality perfectly. This is beautiful, he said sincerely, genuinely beautiful, Ji-hai. Would you allow me to have it made professionally from your design? You'd actually wear something I created? Ji-hai asked with disbelief. Proudly, Min-jun confirmed, pressing a gentle kiss to her forehead. I'd wear it every single day and treasure it always. Their relationship was growing deeper naturally, built on small moments of connection and understanding. Min-jun would return from long hospital shifts and immediately check on Ji-hai and the baby. Ji-hai would wait up for him despite her exhaustion, wanting to hear about his day and share her own experiences. They were becoming true partners, learning each other's habits and preferences, discovering shared interests they hadn't known existed. But their peaceful progression was interrupted one afternoon when Min-jun arrived home looking troubled. What's wrong? Ji-hai asked immediately, noticing his tension. There's something I need to tell you, Min-jun said carefully, taking her hands. Hyen has been posting on social media, claiming that we're actually engaged and that you're someone who came between us. She's generating quite a bit of attention and sympathy. Ji-hai's heart sank. What should we do? Ignore her, Min-jun advised firmly. She's desperate for relevance and attention. Responding will only give her what she desires. Our truth is our truth, we don't need to justify it to strangers on the internet. But ignoring Hyen proved more difficult than anticipated. Her posts spread rapidly, and soon Ji-hai couldn't go anywhere without encountering whispers and stares from people who believed Hyen's false narrative. Just focus on our wedding, Mrs. Kang advised kindly when Ji-hai expressed her frustration. The ceremony is scheduled for next Saturday. Let that be our response, showing everyone that this family stands united behind you completely. The wedding invitations had been sent to select family and friends, elegant cards announcing the marriage of Kang Min-jun and Lee Ji-hai. Ji-hai kept one for herself, treasuring it as proof that this was all genuinely happening. This is amazing, Lucy exclaimed when Ji-hai showed her the invitation during a visit. The invitations are already distributed. Hyen is completely out of the picture now. She's been posting negative things about you on social media, calling you a homewrecker and worse. You should absolutely take this invitation and present it directly to her face. I'd rather just ignore her, Ji-hai replied quietly. Engaging with her seems pointless. But fate had other plans. A few days before the wedding, Ji-hai was ambushed outside a cafe by a group of young women who identified themselves as Hyen's fans and supporters. Look, it's the homewrecker who interfered with Hyen's relationship, one shouted aggressively. You forced Min-jun to be with you, and Hyen is suffering emotionally because of you, another accused. How could you be so heartless and selfish? Using a child to trap a wealthy man, a third added with disgust. Absolutely shameless behavior. Where did these people come from? Lucy demanded, stepping protectively in front of Ji-hai. Leave her alone immediately, or I'm calling the police. Get out of the vehicle, one woman commanded, blocking Ji-hai's path to her car. This is all for Hyen, another declared dramatically. Justice for someone genuine and real. Ji-hai tried to reach her phone to call Min-jun, but one of the women snatched it away roughly. Look at this, the woman announced mockingly, holding up Ji-hai's phone where her wedding invitation was displayed as her wallpaper. She's still dreaming about marrying Min-jun. She even created herself a fake wedding invitation. She thought marrying him would be like children playing pretend. That's a real invitation, Lucy protested. They're actually getting married this Saturday. Look at Hyen's real social media account, another woman countered, showing her phone. Hey everyone, I can't wait to share the wonderful news with all of you. After all these years of friendship, Min-jun and I are finally getting married soon. It's actually happening. That's completely false, Ji-hai said firmly, finding her voice despite her fear. Min-jun and I are the ones getting married. Hyen is spreading lies. Everyone knows Hyen is marrying Min-jun, one woman insisted aggressively. Wake up and face reality. One of them grabbed Ji-hai's purse, and in the struggle, the hand-designed ring she'd created for Min-jun fell out, tumbling across the ground. What is this? Is she holding some cheap ring? Someone laughed, probably trying to ruin Hyen's wedding with fake jewelry. No, Ji-hai cried out, trying to retrieve it. My ring, I need to get it back, Lucy shouted, positioning herself between Ji-hai and the aggressive women. Suddenly, multiple security personnel appeared, efficiently dispersing the crowd with professional authority. Are you both unharmed? One asked with concern. Min-jun's younger brother Jae-sung emerged from a nearby vehicle, his expression furious. What happened here? Did these people hurt you? They took the ring Ji-hai designed for Min-jun, Lucy explained quickly. It fell during the confrontation. Jae-sung immediately ordered the security team to retrieve it, his protective instincts toward his future sister-in-law evident in every word and gesture. When Min-jun heard what happened, his controlled fury was terrifying in its intensity. He immediately contacted his legal team and ensured that every person involved in harassing Ji-hai would face appropriate legal consequences. No one touches you, he told Ji-hai that evening, holding her gently. No one frightens you or makes you feel unsafe. I should have anticipated Hyen would escalate her behavior. I'm sorry I didn't protect you better. You can't control other people's actions, Ji-hye replied, though she was still shaken. And the security arrived quickly. Jae-sung protected us. That's what family does, Jae-sung said from the doorway, having followed them home. Hyung, by the way, I recovered this. He handed Min-jun the ring design Ji-hye had created, slightly damaged but still intact. Min-jun looked at it and then at Ji-hye with such tenderness that her breath caught. I'm having this made immediately, and I'm wearing it at our wedding this Saturday. Everyone will see that I'm yours, Ji-hye, completely and permanently yours. Saturday arrived with beautiful autumn weather, crisp and clear with brilliant blue skies. Ji-hye awakened in the Kang family home feeling nervous but excited, butterflies dancing in her stomach alongside her baby's movements. Today I become Mrs. Kang, she whispered to her reflection, touching her growing belly. Can you believe it, little one? We're getting a family. A real loving family. Mrs. Kang had arranged for professional stylists to help Ji-hye prepare. Her hair was styled elegantly. Her makeup enhanced her natural beauty without being overwhelming, and her wedding dress was a masterpiece designed to accommodate her pregnancy while still making her feel absolutely beautiful. You're stunning, Mrs. Kang said with tears in her eyes, absolutely radiant, my dear. Min-jun won't be able to take his eyes off you. Thank you for everything, Ji-hye replied emotionally. For accepting me, for loving me, for making me part of your family. I never imagined such kindness existed. You're easy to love, Mrs. Kang assured her, straightening Ji-hye's veil gently. Now come. Your future husband is waiting, and knowing Min-jun, he's probably wearing a path in the floor with nervous pacing. At the venue, guests had gathered family, close friends, and business associates who genuinely cared about the Kang family. Conspicuously absent were the social climbers who'd tried to push their daughters toward Min-jun, and anyone who'd shown disrespect to Ji-hye during her difficult months. But one uninvited guest had managed to gain entrance. Hyen stood near the altar wearing an elaborate white gown, smiling confidently as though she belonged there. Her supporters and social media followers filled several rows, cameras ready to document what they believed would be her triumphant wedding. What's wrong, Min-jun? Hyen called out sweetly when he entered. You look like you've seen something unpleasant. This surely is what you've been planning all along, isn't it? What are you doing here? Min-jun demanded, his voice dangerously quiet. I planned all of this for us, Hyen announced dramatically, gesturing to the decorated venue. The media presence and my supporters, they're all expecting a wedding celebration. You wouldn't dare humiliate me in front of everyone by canceling, would you? Besides, this is utterly perfect. Where's Ji-hye? By the way, you're absolutely insane, Jae-sung muttered, moving to stand beside his brother. Security should have prevented this intrusion. Don't call security, Hyen said confidently. Let's just proceed with the ceremony. It's what everyone wants and expects. You want to know what I want? Min-jun asked coldly. I want you removed from this venue immediately. I want you to understand that Ji-hye is my bride, the only bride I've ever wanted.